So there's another product that is easily overlooked. Every time I talk to people, every time I'm discussing stuff, I've got a tote of it sitting in my shop that we forgot about because we forgot about it.
Yeah.
And that's Immerse. Of all the stupid things, we've had great success with Immerse. And why do we forget about it? Why is it so easy to overlook?
Well, Mike, it's a product that, when I say it doesn't wave its banner, it's not glamorous. Everybody's on the biological bandwagon now, and there's hundreds of millions of dollars that's being spent in the biological world, and when I say it's a new sports car, it's the biological world, and everybody wants, to drive a sports car. But Immerse is just, it's a technology. When I say that, if you and I go to the hospital and we're dehydrated, first thing they do is slap an IV in our arm, and they bring us back to life because we need that. And when we start looking at Immerse and it being a sea mineral and it being that type of a solution, we're finding out that it does the same thing for the plant that it would do for you and I in an IV, that it keeps that plant hydrated. I'm going to ask you in a second where you saw some of your best results, but we went into, when I say that stress plants, stress growing conditions, that we went in with Immerse and we've actually somewhat revived that plant and gave it a chance to respond, if we're hoping we get a timely rain, that we can extend that crop out. What's been some of your experiences?
One of the best documented things that we have with Immerse was on dryland wheat. People back east don't know what dryland is. It's normal dirt east of or west of the Mississippi that anything that doesn't have irrigation applied to it, it's all dryland. Some of it's more dry than others. Do you remember what the number was on that, Phillip? I think it was 7 bushel or something like that. We had a positive 7 bushel return by using Immerse over the top. And Immerse is a cheap product. It's a couple of bucks an acre. It doesn't cost much. And I don't know if that's why it's easy to overlook, just because you aren't thinking to yourself, oh my God, I'm spending $30 with this or whatever. It's just it's a very economical product, and it's always paid for itself and then some every time I've used it.
Mm-hmm. Well, our guys that have that experience, and when I say we save a crop or we kind of rejuvenate a crop for them with Immerse, they're firm believers on it. I mean, we got Lynn Howard in North Carolina. He's had some phenomenal testimonies with it, and his guys, it's in their program now. It's just a standard for them, and they don't waver from it. It's got Immerse in there. And he's got that in his programs that he uses there.
So we've always used Immerse as a foliar product, but would something like that work with the seed treatment, mixing it with the seed treatment, putting it in furrow? Is there any other use cases where it would be as functional or better or worse?
I think in the seed trench could be pivotal. I have not personally done any research for that, but I think it's be very critical. I know Josh worked and he developed last year with great success an in-furrow starter with using the Immerse. His guys loved it. I think he's going to do quite a bit of it this year. Rather than a phosphorus-based fertilizer, he put together an in-furrow starter program that had Immerse in there as one of the key components.